Welcome everybody. If I just joined in, type brain trick. All right. So today I'm going to be teaching you guys. Some people don't know that my live session is going to be fast. All these people that like to delay, I will send link on the group. You will still be delaying. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys okay. Pay attention. Today Alright. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how you can please pay attention so you don't miss out on any important information. Pay attention so you don't miss out on any important information. Are you listening? We're going to be talking on how to trick your brain to do the right thing, right? And when I say to do the right thing, I think I should rephrase that word. How to trick your brain to be more productive. To do the right thing meaning to be more productive, to do what you're supposed to do about your business. That is today's topic, okay? So it's going to be a very valuable topic for some people. Unfortunately, I would have loved to do this with proper lightning, but, Nigeria is Nigeria at the end of the day. So, what is the system you can use to trick your brain to do the right thing? Before you can be able to find that out, you have to ask yourself, what is the system that you use that social media platforms use to trick you into always trying to scroll? Right? When it comes time for scrolling, you always scroll. You always find a way to scroll. Right? What is the analogy behind that? What is the mechanism behind that? Behind the fact that every single time you find yourself scrolling, even when you don't want to, sometimes you want to product it, but you just find yourself scrolling. It happens to all of us, me included, right? But the difference between me and you is I know how to stop it when I really need to. You don't. That's why you're screwed. So first of all, we're going to look into what is causing that. Now, I'm still into the study of it, okay? But in the meantime, let me give you guys a little simple breakdown, because the reason I say that I'm still into the study of it is I don't want to just give it to you the way I learned it, because you might not understand it. So I'm looking at the simple way to give you a very simple breakdown of how this shit works, right? Now, the easiest way to say it is that life is about actions and reward, right? Actions and reward, or actions and consequences. Sometimes consequences can be good, consequences can be bad. So it's still almost the same thing. Actions and consequences, actions and reward. Now, there's something called dopamine in your brain. Fireboy sings song, dopamine, this one, that one. So there's something called dopamine in your brain. Now, what that dopamine does is that whenever you're scrolling on social media, dopamine is being released in your brain because of the things you are feeding your eyes. Your brain releases dopamine. So that dopamine is more like a reward to your brain to keep on doing what you are doing. Are you listening? The dopamine is more like a reward to your brain to keep on doing what you're doing, even though it's not good for you. The same thing with, what will I even use as example? The same thing with having sex. The same thing with masturbation. Some people that are addicted to it, it's because of the dopamine. The same thing with doing drug. People that does drug, the same thing. When you do it, that's why some people will regret it and then tomorrow they go back. They cannot fight against it. because of the level of dopamine that their brain releases when they do those activities. Scrolling on. But do you know the funny thing? Your brain will release the same quantity of dopamine it will release when you do drugs. It will release that same quantity when you have a cold plunge, right? Like you have a ice water and then you go inside the ice water. The same amount of dopamine. Your brain cannot tell the difference, right? Now, so that dopamine is your major issue, right? That dopamine is what? Your major issue. That's why you always find yourself scrolling. Because of dopamine your brain releases when you're scrolling. Do you know that thing your brain, that thing that happens to your brain when you're scrolling? Your brain turns off. When you're scrolling on social media, your brain will turn off. You don't be doom. That's why it's called doom scrolling. You don't even know what you're doing. It's more like what's it called? It's a habit. This time around, you don't even need to think about it. More time, once you grab your phone, you don't enter TikTok. It's a habit. You can't even stop yourself. Do you know the same way you brush your teeth? The same way you brush your teeth. Like, you can brush your teeth without thinking. Like, don't brush them. You know? Almost the same with taking your bath. You can take your bath without thinking. That's what habit is called. You know? It's a habit. So, when you are scrolling, or when you can't remove yourself from scrolling, you have formed a habit. Right? You have formed the habit of scrolling. And another major. So are you listening? Are you following me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So I was saying that one of the major things that happens to your brain when you are scrolling on social media, because I know that the major thing that is causing so many of you your productivity is scrolling. Nothing else. If you remove scrolling on social media from your life, you'll be more productive than you are today. Your productivity might even increase by 80%. So that's why I'm using it as a major example. That's why I'm tackling that particular issue. Some of you, don't worry, I'll do more deeper research and present to you guys. Do you know that you spend 30 years, you will spend 30 years of your life scrolling? Like cumulatively. Don't worry, let me not go into that part. You guys might not understand it. I said I don't want to go into the technical part because you might not understand it. So another thing that happens to your brain when you're scrolling is your brain turns off. As some people say, no, my brain doesn't turn off. My brain is with me when I'm scrolling. My brain is active. Oh yeah, if your brain is with you when you're scrolling, can you tell me the third last video that you watched? The last time you scroll, whether it's this afternoon or this night, even while you are scrolling, if I ask you the third last, do you know what third means? The last video, second to last, third to the last. The third last video that you watched, you will not remember. Me that is talking to you now, I don't even remember the third last video I watched when I was scrolling. Right? And the last time I scrolled was like, I think this afternoon. I can't remember the third last video I watched. Right? And even if I ask you the second last you watched, you will not remember. What you want. These people are the master of selling. They will give you what you want. If I enter my Instagram like this, once I go to the search button, see what I'm going to see. Car, Bugatti, Benz, Bugatti, BMW, S-Class, what is all these ones? Lexus, LS 500, GX 460, GX 500, GX 470. Now which I going to see? IS 250 2018 model. Lexus RS 350 2020 model. Because they know I love cars. So immediately I enter my search bar for Instagram, they go show me car. That's what they know I want or what I like. That's why this platform are like they are crazy. They are the best at the game. Study these platforms. They spend billions of dollars to get your attention. So why would they get it? Why would they get it? You know the amount of fight you have to pull up for you to be able to fight against the system and not screw. They will give you what you want. If na girls wey dress half naked you want, they go show you. If na gossip, Nigeria do this, this one do this, this actor did this celebrity do this, Davido do that one. They will give you that thing. They know they play. Immediately you switch, they will start giving you what you want. That's the dangerous thing about this platform. I said immediately I enter my IG, Bugatti, Lamborghini, Ferrari, SF90, F1, this one, that one, Aventador, SVJ, Bugatti Chiron, Bugatti Tourbillon, Bugatti Veyron. Bro, they go hook me in. They no go let me go. They will feed me what I want to see because I love cars. They will feed me those cars. That's why these platforms are very dangerous. So immediately they hook you in and you start scrolling, your brain turns off and you just be scrolling like a zombie. You're literally a zombie when you're on this app. Has somebody ever videoed you while scrolling? Like scrolling, somebody started videoing you. If that person videoed you for 1 minute or 2 minutes, you see that you look like a zombie. You're just doing like this. These people literally turn you into a zombie. Here and there you will laugh. Here and there you will not laugh. Here they just keep scrolling. But regardless, 24/7, most percentage of the time you are looking at your phone like this. Not doing anything. You are watching other people's life, not doing anything with your own life. Right? So that is the case. Now, of course, I understand that there are some people's timeline that are useful to them, like me. My timelines are usually useful to me. They are very informative. I learn a lot while scrolling. I learn a few while scrolling. Especially when I see people like Alex Mosi on my FYP and the rest of them. But even at that, So now, we've talked about the problem. And I've talked about the reason why your brain cannot stop it. It's because of the dopamine. Dopamine release is sweet. And I've told you guys that dopamine release is why you keep on going back to some habits that you want to stop. People that are doing drugs, that's the reason why they can't quit is because of dopamine release. The addiction, dopamine release, right? You get the same dopamine release when you do cold plunge. You get the same dopamine release when you have sex. Same thing, right? Now, let's talk about. Are you with me? Are you guys still with me? Let me know. Are you with me? Now let's talk about how do you fight against this. Now, like I told you guys, what I'm talking about now is how to fight against it. The brain works in a very straightforward way. Action and reward forms a how do we say it again? Potential desire, right, forms an action. And then that action, once you get a reward from that action, you want to do that action again. And before you know it, you keep on doing it, getting the reward, and before it will turn to a habit. Let me explain. Potential desire leads to action. Let me give you the potential desire. Hi, I would like buy. Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? I said if you can hear me, if you are still with me, type with you. Type with you. Let me know you are still with me. Type with you. And I don't see any comment. So the problem is action. Let me keep it more simple. Action and reward. When you scroll, you get dopamine release. That's why you keep on scrolling. And by the time you do it for 3 days, it has become a habit. So nobody needs to remind you again to go back and scroll. You now start doing it consistently. That's the same way with brushing teeth. It's now a habit. You don't even have to think about it. That's why whenever you get your phone, next thing is you enter Instagram, and next thing is you vanish. You keep on scrolling for the next 1 hour. Because it's now a habit. You don't even think about it. It's an involuntary action. It's just like vomiting. You will try to stop. You try not to vomit, but it will just come out. It's an involuntary action. If you are with me, type with you. I still never see any comment. I have network issue. If you are with me, type with you. So that's the way it works, right? Action and reward. And in the case of scrolling on social media, the reward you're getting is dopamine release. You see comedy, you laugh, You see that car you like, you like very well. Oh my God, you are amazed and you have dopamine release. You see rich people, if you're like me, that you like seeing, rich luxury things, expensive things, and rich people. You see rich people in their private jet. Hey, you're happy. Do you understand? They will show you what you want, enough for you to release that dopamine, enough for your brain to release that dopamine. So now that we have understood that the reason why you keep on doing these things is because you get the reward. That's the reason why you keep on doing it. Now let's use that particular information against your brain. You're going to create a punishment for yourself. Whenever you do that action, you punish yourself with something, right? And then the one you're supposed to be doing, let's say you're supposed to be editing video, you are learning editing and supposed to be practicing your editing skills, but instead you're scrolling. Whenever you practice your editing skills for the day, reward yourself with something. And whenever you scroll, punish yourself with something. Simple. Do it for like 5 days or 7 days. It will become conversant. It will also turn into a habit. I've tried this in so many aspects of my life. It's still not easy. Like the time I used to wake up early. I can't believe that in 2022, the same me used to wake up by 4:30 a.m., sleep by 12, and still wake up by 4:30 a.m. But today, I wake up by 9, 10, 8. I don't wake up early, But I know that if I want to start waking up early, all I have to do is just do it for like 4 days, and then it will become a habit again. Nobody will even need to wake me up. No alarm will even need to wake me up. Your body will just wake up because it's used to waking up at that time of the day. Do you understand? Do you understand? If you have a question, start dropping your question. I'm almost done. So should I review myself? Okay. You have a habit that you're already doing that you want to stop, and you have a habit that you need to start so that you achieve whatever you want. It's as simple as creating a reward for the habit you need to start and creating a punishment for the one you need to stop. Like me, let me give you some of the strategies I've tried in the future. Sorry, in the past, actually, not in the future. Around 2024, here's a strategy I tried in the beginning of 2024 to stop scrolling. Whenever I catch myself scrolling, I'll do 10 push-ups. Right? I'll do what? 10 push-ups whenever I catch myself scrolling. You understand? And whenever I do everything I'm supposed to. I'm productive for the whole day, and I did everything I'm supposed to do for the whole day. There's a drink I usually like. I'll go and buy that drink for myself. Sometimes it might be Ferrous, sometimes it might be malt, sometimes it might be Capri Sun. You guys know I like Capri Sun, right? That is why I said that if I do this live session every single day for the next 90 days, I'm going to reward myself on the 90th day. Why am I rewarding myself? In order to keep going. I'm rewarding good habits and I'm punishing bad habits. It's as simple as that. A lot of habits that you formed when you were small, if not because of the way your parents punish you about that thing, you would have still been doing it today. But immediately you did it, they punish you necessarily no time again. The brain is programmed to keep you safe. So it will always try to stop you from something that will lead you into harm's way. Your brain is programmed to keep you safe. So it will always try to stop you from doing something that will lead you into harm's way. That's why they say black people cannot do horror movie. Because immediately you sense any danger, you vomit, you flee, like Joseph in the Bible. Right? You flee from the danger. Right? I cannot see any comment. Please, if you have a question, drop your question. I'm not seeing anything, unless I'm having issue here. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. There's a lot of comments here. I did not see all these comments. You plenty. Okay. Yes, coach. All right. Arasta say love today's live. Yes. For people that don't know, we have Arasta in the house. I have my own personal Arasta in our community. This is she here. So anyways, that's basically it. All right. So reward good habits, punish bad habits. Right now, giving you an example of my own. you can figure out your own punishment if you don't want your own punishment to be. For the boys in the house or the men in the house, you can use push-up as your own punishment. You can just do like me. Whenever you find yourself scrolling, do 10 push-ups. Trust me, there will be like, you didn't know this is called trauma response. Use it to your own advantage. Create a trauma response for your brain whenever you scroll. It will start doing that even when you catch yourself scrolling, or even when you are about to scroll, you get the trauma response, remembering that I don't want to do push-up. You will stop scrolling. We don't like doing it. Our brain doesn't like doing hard thing. That's why whenever you're trying to do anything that will benefit your life, you're trying to do that thing for the first time, your brain is your mind is your major antagonist, because it will always try to pull you back. Your mind is not designed to thrive. It is designed to survive, to remain in the same position, to remain comfortable, just doing the same old things, the same old habits, the same way, with the same people and the same time periods. That's what your mind like doing. Your mind doesn't like, hi, tomorrow we'll try a new thing. Your brain know that I can. It's stress. Right? It's stress. Somebody said, I like this question. The little Zion, I expected this question. Little Zion, congratulations. I love your question. Little Zion said, most of us, the problem is we don't make money doing this stuff. So the brain sees it as just another struggle, and there's no real reward and a lot of responsibilities. I love this. Now, let me tackle it from the first angle. If you are actually saying that there's something out there that you are supposed to do, that you are doing, but you're not making money from it, or it's not something that will ever pay you, then don't do it at all. Why are you wasting your time doing something that will not pay you? Right? But if it's something that you need to put in the work, maybe you need to put in the work for 3 months before you start making money, then that's a different case. Then keep on doing it. Then now you're saying your brain will see it as just another struggle, just another problem that will never bring results. Right? Did you ask that even me that is already making money, right? If there's something I want to embark on, it will not give me profit immediately. That thing will not make me money immediately. Okay, let me give you an example. Next year, I'm embarking on the journey of posting 10 videos per day for 90 days. And if it goes well, I'll continue like that for the rest of the year. 10 short form content per day for 90 days. Is a lie, not hear me. 10 short form content per day for 90 days. Now, for me to do that, I will have to hire 3 editors, and I even pay them. I'll be paying the 3 editors monthly for that 90 days. Now, this is something that I'm about to try for the first time. I don't know if I'll benefit from it. I don't know if I'll profit from it. Do you understand? I'm about to try it for the first time. So my brain will also see it as, this thing not going to bring money now. Yeah, I mean, it's not bringing money now. You might bring data, but it's not bringing money now. Let's not do it. And we have to fight against it. And also even take risks on top of it by bringing out my own money, spending for 3 months, paying 3 different human beings for 3 months, plus the virtual assistant that I'm going to hire that will be posting those videos, because it will not be me that will posting those videos on TikTok, because I don't have such time. My own is just to shoot. It's somebody that will edit. It's somebody that will post it. Somebody that will reply comments. It's still all these people. It's still somebody I will hire. So this is something that I'm about to back on, that I'm not even going to make money. I'm not sure I'm going to make money. I'm not sure it's going to work. I might fail woefully. Who knows? But I'm about to embark on it. And yes, my brain will say, you might not make money from this thing. You might make. Let's not take the risk. Let's just cement to the old things we're already doing. Your brain will easily say that. But you have to fight against it. So that's what I'm saying. As long as you know that thing has potential of making you money. In fact, you're doing it to make money. Because I don't know if at this your stage, if you're doing something not to make money, I wonder. You understand? I wonder. Now, of course, you have to play the long-term game. I'll still teach you guys on that. How to, bring your brain to be able to play the long-term game. Because the average Nigerian is always thinking about today, tomorrow. How do I eat today? How do I eat tomorrow? Even me too. That's why I had to reach a certain level of steady, stable monthly income before I started doing some things. Some of these things I'm doing today, building my personal brand, growing my community, I could have done it last year. I could have done it last 2 years. Why am I doing it now? Because I had to wait to reach a certain level of stable monthly income. I don't want to do it and be hungry. I don't want to be doing it while hungry. So my advice to everybody is strive to your best to get to at least 300k monthly, at least 300,000 naira monthly, before you now start playing any long-term game. Do you hear me? Strive to get to at least 300 to 500,000 naira monthly before you now start playing any long-term game, right? So what's the next thing? Ngeneke Nechukwu said, how can I force punishment on myself when in normal no one likes it? How do you mean force punishment on myself? What punishment are you planning to use? Tell me now, let me tell you. You don't need to force it on yourself. You do it. You do it because you want to help yourself. You know, if you catch yourself scrolling, do 10 push-ups. That's one of the major punishments I tried out last year. It worked for me. So that's why I'm using it as an example. You might have your own punishment. Just something you don't really like to do. You understand? Maybe if you catch yourself scrolling, your own punishment will be you run 1 kilometer race, 100 kilometer race. Who knows? Something you don't like doing. Something that if your brain remember itself. The pain. Okay, let me tell you one of the things you need to do. Your punishment needs to be so severe that the pain of that punishment is higher than the reward or dopamine you will get from scrolling. That's the only way your brain will say, you know what, I'm not ready for this punishment, so I will not scroll. Do you get? The pain of the punishment is higher. For me, it's better for me not to scroll than to scroll and do 10 push-ups. 10 push-ups not easy. And sometimes if I feel like I'm getting used to 10 push-ups, I'll increase it to 20, which is also not easy. So therefore, I will not scroll. So, let me know what is the punishment you're planning to give to yourself and what is the habit you're trying to stop, and we'll look at that. Okay? Ira Star says some of us procrastination and the comfort we get from it. Procrastination. Do you know the problem? I don't even have a problem with procrastination. Do you know procrastination is not even your problem? Do you know why? Let me give you an example. If you have something to do, you know you have a video to edit by 12 p.m. and then 12 p.m. comes, you procrastinate and say, I'll do it tomorrow. When you not procrastinate, what will you do? You start scrolling, Abi? Or you start watching movie, Abi? Or you start doing something that will not help your life. You procrastinate and say, I'll do it tomorrow, and then you start scrolling. So what you need to do is to stop that scrolling. In fact, delete your TikTok if possible. There's something I used to tell people to do. If you say you're not able to be productive, you have a problem of productivity, go inside an empty room, or even if the room is not empty, go inside a room, keep your phone outside, lock yourself inside that room. Let's say you're using laptop. I'm doing an example now for someone that's using laptop. Lock yourself inside the room with your laptop, keep your phone outside, and then tell yourself, it's not more that I will edit this video that I'm supposed to edit, but I'm not allowed to do any other thing. So if my brain, if you're not ready to edit this video, no problem. Me and you could just stay here, we'll not do any other thing. And by the time you just be there for like just 5 minutes, you'll be bored enough that editing video is even like sweeting. Editing video go to sweet you go to hungry you. So you have an elimination problem, not a procrastination problem. You will procrastinate that thing and then go ahead and start doing another thing that will not help your life. That is the issue. So you say, I'm supposed to edit this video today. Let me do it tomorrow. Let me just scroll today. So you are always doing something. There's always an activity. Do you understand? You will replace that thing with an activity. It's not me to edit this video today. Let me just scroll today. Tomorrow I'll edit the video. So you always replace it with an activity. The problem is you have to remove that activity. No problem. I will do it tomorrow. I will procrastinate. I'll do it tomorrow. But today I'm not allowed to do any other thing. So it's either I do it today or I will not do any other thing. That's the way you solve your problem, your procrastination problem. Because you're not procrastinating. You're just replacing that activity with another activity. So elimination is the problem, not procrastination. Musana says, don't be lie, brain no lie self. Exactly. Your brain is built to make you survive, not thrive. Survivor mode, that's what your brain is good at. Your brain is good at survival mode. Anything to stay alive and feed. That's all. Right? The little science said, despite the fact that I like video editing and animation, like this channel now, it's my animation channel, but I never get the results I want. I hope you get. I don't understand what you're saying, like little science. What do you mean you never get the results you want? Or you don't get to edit the way you want? What do you mean? Little Zion, I rasta say it's a matter of time, little Zion. Alright, so any other question, guys? And therefore they say somewhat false. We really don't have to discipline ourselves into what we really want. Therefore, that statement is very vague. That's why it's me. I'll give you the actual solution you need. Just coming out here and saying you just need to be disciplined is not helping anybody. I'm not helping you by saying you just need to be disciplined. You already know that you need to be disciplined. You already know that you need to be consistent. That's why I will leave you guys with one thing. Listen carefully and listen attentively. People think that you don't succeed because there is a secret list that nobody has. No, the reason why you don't succeed is because there is an obvious list that nobody does. The reason why you are not succeeding is because there is an obvious list that you already know you should do that you are not doing. It's not because of an additional new strategy, new secret. Nothing is new under the sun. This is what I'm saying currently to you. It's already on YouTube. It's already everywhere. And you probably already know that you're supposed to be consistent. You already know you're supposed to be disciplined. But the problem, so if I come and tell you, hey, just be disciplined, you'll get anything you want, I'm not helping you. Because what does that even fucking mean? You already know that. You already know that it's supposed to be disciplined. You already know that consistent will actually help you. What we're supposed to solve here today is why you're not doing it. And I'm giving you literally actionable steps. The reason why you're not doing it. You have something you're supposed to do. You will replace it with another activity. Hi, I'm supposed to edit today, but let me just scroll. I will edit tomorrow. You're replacing it with another activity. If you want to solve your procrastination problem, tell yourself, I'm not allowed to do another thing today. I'm supposed to wash clothes today, but I don't have strength. No problem. But I'm not allowed to do another thing. Let me just be staring at the wall. By the time you stare at the wall for like 20 minutes, one person will tell you to go and wash clothes. You'll be like somebody in prison. Right? Arasa say, boss, you fit life coach. Oh, I'm just enjoying it. I need to get my own life together before I life coach now. I don't get money. I be poor man. I need to make money first before I know what I'm doing in life coaching. Black Shark say, I would love to join your program, but I still need more insight on this. Black Shark, are you talking about the AVE program? That is my paid course. Is that what you're talking about? Today, we're not even talking about video editing. We're just talking about your brain and how it works. Right? And this brain something, I will do a proper tutorial on it and upload on the AVE program. Like the mindset, the brain something, I will upload. Because a lot of people need the help. Right? A lot of people need to know about this. What is keeping you from being consistent? What is keeping you from actually doing what you're supposed to do? I don't have time. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it next tomorrow. I don't have time. I don't have money. This is something you have been saying since 2020. Something you have been saying since 2022. Is it not our time you change it? If you don't change it, you keep on getting the same result. That's the crazy thing. When we think, some people will say, I hope things will be better. No, this will never be better for you or until you become better. How can you be doing rubbish edit and say, I hope my edit will improve? No, your edit cannot improve until you actively try to improve your edit. It's very simple. Do you get? There's another thing that I did last year, ending of last year. When I set a goal to make 100M in 3 months, ending of last year, I set that goal in October last year. I set the goal to make 100M in 3 months, which is of course ridiculous. And of course, as you already know, I did not achieve the goal. But one of the things I used to tell myself that time is, if there's something I want to do or there's a habit I want to do, I'll ask myself, the 100 million naira version of me, will he be doing this thing? The answer is probably no, so I will not do that thing. Do you know this thing they used to say? If you want to make 1 million, become a 1 million naira per month person. If you want to make 1 million naira per month, become a 1 million naira per month person. I still don't really understand what that means, if I'm being very honest with you. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Nobody actually breaks it down for us. That's just the thing that's tiring me about all these online coaches and gurus. They will not break it down. Which one is if you want to make 1 million naira, become a 1 million naira per month person? What does it mean, please? For me, my own understanding, what it means is simply, if you want to make 1 million naira monthly, then there's a habit you want to portray. You ask yourself, this habit I'm about to do, will my 1 million naira per month self do this thing? If the answer is yes, then you do it. If the answer is no, then don't do it. And I think that's the only way I can explain that thing they used to say. Yes, I've never done. Black Shark say yes, I've never done editing, but I know it's something I need. Why do you need it? Black Shark, why do you need it? You see, some of you have shiny object syndrome. Because you see Kozabi doing video editing, you want to join. Why do you want to start doing video editing? What is your own reason? Everybody has their own unique reason. What is your own reason? Why do you want to start? Right? Black Shark, answer me. Why do you want to start? And therefore they say, actually, this delay really affected me this year, boss. Yeah, man. Delay is dangerous. I hate delay more than anything. I hate wasting time more than anything. That's why I started on time. I started my entire journey early. Or at least according to me, I started early. And some people that will say that I did not start early. Little Zion say, what I mean is making real clients that actually paid. Little Zion, I don't forget your question. I don't forget your question. Therefore, they say, could you imagine I have April programs in January to December? December was the time I started watching videos because I felt like this is the period I have the time. Yeah, man, that's how it works. You always feel like, I don't have time. If you don't have that urgency mindset in you, you are gone. Anything you are doing, you are supposed to be like, let me do it now. How do I do it now? How do I do it now? Don't wait till tomorrow. This is why I say then one can actually get rewarded from editing. No. I think Little Zion, you're missing the point. Your reward shouldn't be the end goal. Okay, let me explain to you. Let's say you want to start editing, so you start landing clients, so you start making money, right? And I told you that you should reward yourself every single day that you're productive. Reward yourself, and you're like, that means I will have to wait till 3 months before I finish learning editing, before I now start landing clients. So that means I'll have to wait till 3 months before I can reward myself, which is not practical. So what I say is, you have the end goal. The end goal is different from the habitual reward. Like I told you, my own reward I used to give myself at that time is in the evening, I'll buy a drink. There's this drink, some drinks I used to like. Sometimes I'll buy Malt for myself. Sometimes I'll buy Feroz for myself. Sometimes I'll buy Capri Sun for myself. Is that landing clients? No. It's just a miniature, a very little reward that I give myself at the end of the day, at the end of a productive day. I'll buy Capri Sun. Sometimes I'll buy fried plantain and yam. Stay in our compound during those days. Stay in our compound. Just enjoy the fresh air. And congratulate myself for the day. And that usually used to help me to be more productive. The reward. In fact, I was productive for that day just to look up to buy myself all those goodies by 8 p.m. Because 8 p.m. is the time I usually used to buy for myself those days. Right? So habitual reward is what I'm talking about. Not the end goal reward, not the end goal. The end goal is different on its own, but you need a habitual reward you'll be giving yourself on a day-to-day basis, or every 3 days, or every 1 week, for you to keep going. Now, Malt is 500 as at that time. Malt is 500. Feroz is like 600. So it wasn't a big money. I know it's still not a big money to some of you here, right? So you have to find your own reward. Your own reward might not be Malt. If 400 naira Malt is expensive for you, you might find something that is 200 that you like. Buy it for yourself. If it's that biscuit, if it's that chocolate, every single day, buy it for yourself at the end of the day. Reward yourself with something, whatever it is. Right? Tell yourself, good one. Tell yourself, pat yourself on the back and say, nice one for a productive day. Do you know what that will happen? It will also make you that those days that you're not productive, you have some sort of regret in your heart because you miss the days you used to reward yourself. And a productive day is always profit. A productive day is always profitable. Do you understand? A productive day will always bring you profit, regardless. And that's what they say. Ryan Star say, I also need help. The Little Zion say, then one can actually get rewarded from editing. You don't need editing to reward you. You reward yourself with any other thing. Alright? If you have, what would I even use as an example? If you have a bicycle and you like riding bicycle, but it's your biggest distraction, when you have a productive day, ride your bicycle at night to pat yourself on the back for, a productive day. Something, I don't know, you have your own unique reward, right? Musa Nasi said, I had the Ivy program since October, but this December I've been locked in. That's the way it works. That's why I decided to now start giving more closer mentorship, or not really mentorship, but more closer eye to Ivy program members. Because I understand that a lot of you will buy the course and you're not even going to it. You say next year, next month. So I've started creating systems to help some of you be more productive. So immediately you get the course, you can start going through it. Black Shark say, I need to make money. Of course you need to make money. Duh, are you just figuring it out now? Which kind of question with that? Of course you need to make everything you are doing for the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep should be, how do I fucking make money? How do I get paid? What do I need to do to get paid today? Alright? I don't know what else you are doing. What else are you doing with your time, bro? 100% of what you are doing with your time should be, how do I fucking get paid? Profit. Okay? How do I make the money? The money. Arasta says the reward helps motivate yourself. I love what they say. Yes, bro. Musa, me too. I started doing some designs already. Yeah, Niger Photo, I put it in the work, you're taking action. I like that. I'm also helping other people in the community to take action. Okay. Niger Photo say, I believe after going through this course, I'll be better on my skill and unlock things. Niger Photo say next year is no to average on non-fronts. Musa say, I don't go crazy 2026 play, bro. That's it, guys. It's not about motivation or putting the work. It's not about 2026. We'll go hard, we'll go higher. This one, that one. Put in the work. Put in the work. Action will always speak louder than words. Take action. A good example of taking action is Niger Forte. He's always taking action. He's always doing something. Do something, man. He's always doing something. Other people are always doing something, and it might look as if he's not getting too much result now, but he's getting. It's compiling. Like I told you guys, money is a lagging indicator of success. The work you put in today, you will make the money tomorrow. The work you put in tomorrow, you will make the money next tomorrow. You're not putting work today and make the money today. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Sorry. That is why you see some of these big men with their rich friends. These are networking that they did 5 years ago that they are benefiting from today. You won't go network today, go benefit from one today. They play. Anyways, that's it for today's live section. Any other question before I shut down the live? Oh my god. Any other question before I shut down the live? All right, I think there's no more question for today. So I want you guys, here's your own assignment. I don't used to give assignment in this live session, but this one is a very serious matter. So I'm going to give assignments. I want you to tell me that particular habit that you want to stop. Or you might not even need to tell me because I'm already getting tired. I want to shut down the live. What's the time? It's already 10:10. I'm tired. I want to shut down the live. But I want you to find out for yourself. What's that habit you're trying to stop? Then create a punishment for yourself whenever you do that habit. And then find out for yourself what's the habit you're trying to start. Then create a reward for yourself. That's what I want you to do. That's your assignment. You submit tomorrow. Let me even write it down so I will not forget. Submit your brain trick assignment. Do you get? That's your assignment. Yes, you get beginner insights now. Who is asking? Black Shark. Yeah, you get beginner insights, of course. So, guys, that's basically it. Okay, your assignment is simply by tomorrow when we join this live session, I want you to tell me what is that bad habit that you're trying to stop. Whether it's scrolling on social media, whether it's I don't know. Your bad habits. That bad habit. I'm not talking about all your bad habits. I'm talking about the one that is hindering you from making money. Let's focus on that one. Let's focus on money. I beg. Don't come and telling me your life problem. What is that bad habit that's stopping you from making money and stopping you from doing the things you need to do in order to make money? What's that bad habit you are trying to stop? And what punishment have you created for yourself for that bad habit? And then what's that good habit you're trying to start? And what reward have you created for yourself for that good habit? That's what I want to hear. I just want to say my own is my personal assignment tonight is to complete the other flyer designs for all my social handles, boss. Why are you even doing flyer design for a social handle? Are you okay? It's not editing that you're doing. Why are you doing flyer again? Are you confused? I just put there. Which kind of talk with that? Why are you like doing flyer? Like, who sent you? It's not anything that you're doing. So anyway, guys, the one you sent on the Telegram group, use it for all your social media now. Are you talking about profile picture? Use it for all the profile pictures. Are you going to design new ones for each of them? Are you? So that's the thing, guys. Hope you heard me. I said, what is that bad habit you're trying to stop? Create a punishment for that bad habit so that anytime you do it again, you punish yourself with something. What is that good habit you're trying to stop? Create a reward for it. And then when we come tomorrow, you will tell me the bad habits, the punishment you have created, the good habit, and the reward you have created. Okay? So that's the assignments for today's live session. See you guys tomorrow and make sure you do your assignments. Okay? With all that being said, it has been a good time with you guys. Day what is this in the last session? Day what? I've been forgotten. But see you guys tomorrow, and most importantly, stay very dangerous. Stay very dangerous.